Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So, it's as the title suggests, Steffi kills Sheila on the Bold and the Beautiful. We're gonna get into just how cheesy that scene is. We got a lot to talk about. We got Bold and the Beautiful, we got General Hospital, we got Days of Our Lives, and we got Young and Restless. So, a quick Blackmon, aka Mr. GQ, is in the chat. How are you doing, my friend? I was wondering if I was actually gonna be able to do it tonight. A long day. Long, long, long day. Ronnie, run! Ooh, run, run. Can we take a minute to mourn Sheila Carter, Melly Mama Horror Queen? Laura B's in the chat. And I know, Mel, you watched The Young and Restless tomorrow and it's good? Whoa, keep that on right now. Darby's in the chat. What's good? Queen of the South is in the chat. How are you doing tonight? Gorgeous Queen, amazing Janice in the chat. How are you doing? Hope you had a lovely day. It's always great to see you. I'm doing good, Blackmon. I'm doing good. Jenna says, do you think it's a nope? Nope. Nope. Jenna, I do not. Kimberly is in the chat. How are you doing? How are you doing? And Janet, no, that is negative. You know I gotta ask how you doing. You know I gotta ask how the queen is doing, Kimberly. I'm probably gonna be peeping over here and over there because I got my food over there. Oh, believe it, Darby. Believe it. Ida's in the chat. How are you doing? Hope you had a good weekend. Cherry Ice Cream's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Dolly's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Ambassador Sam, the one and only. How are you doing tonight? Kimberly, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I had a long day, but I get to be with you people tonight, so I am doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. Let's just say the confrontation. Okay. All right. I'm looking forward towards that. Hopefully I could watch a little bit tonight. Oh, even if it's only like 10 minutes or 20 minutes. Of course, I gotta sit there and ask how the goat is doing. Sam, Ambassador Sam. Congress says they killed Sheila just to put Steffi in. Yep, there we go. See? Very smart. Very smart woman, Kimberly. Very smart woman. I think she will, Dolly. Because here's the thing: when Sheila's involved, let's put it this way: when they need the ratings to go up a little bit, they get Sheila in there. They get Sheila Carter in there when they need the ratings to go up. So yeah, she's not gonna be dead. Autumn, I had a feeling that Ava was really avoiding Nina and not trying to get in the middle when it comes to Sunny and Nina. Nina was a little bit annoying me today when she was bothering Ava. Yeah. Ron says Phoenix said that he is using a Evan because he's losing his voice. He's not doing well, so he's relapsing. Oh wow. I'm sorry to hear that. It's crazy. Dolly says, I mean, she's basically determined that yes. Yeah, no, Mel. Yeah, no. I read a little bit. Well, I read something on soap.com. So yes. Lobby says, glad you made it, Albert. I was wondering. Yeah, no, Lobby, I was definitely gonna sit there and try to make it. My key is, Lobby, if I can get two of the soap operas out the way in the morning, then when I get home, I only have two more soap operas to do. So as long as I'm able to get the first two done, then it becomes easy. If I wasn't able to get Days of Our Lives done, then I probably wouldn't be able to do it. But it's a tricky system, Lord B. I'll make it work. It's very interesting watching soap operas when I'm at work and stuff like that. I'm in the break room or whatever. I got my notes and everything, and some people are just like, "Oh, what are you doing? Are you doing homework?" I'm like, "No." But then I tell them that, hey, I'm reviewing stuff. I have my notes and stuff. It's always weird when I gotta sit there and explain what I'm doing. Kimberly said they think confirmed dead as well. Oh, okay. Kimberly says to me the build up to killing Sheila wasn't good. Autumn says the confrontation between Steffy and Sheila was epic. I don't know what Sheila was expecting when she broke into Steffy's house. She wanted to smoke and she got it, but we know Finn is going to blame Steffy. Yes. Yes, because she did have that conversation with Hope, and he was like, yo, her words um were disturbing to say the least, to sit there and say that the only way she's gonna find peace if Sheila's dead. Like, Kimberly, I've for me, I've learned to keep my expectations low with the Bold and the Beautiful. Ron says, "What's your take on Everett and Stephanie keeping a close eye on him at the hospital?" Um, I don't know. I was a little kind of annoyed. I mean, like, I don't really understand what Stephanie's doing at this point. She's with him, but she's all like, you can tell she seemed like she's still kind of pissed at him. Like she's still kind of hurt, but yet you're staying with him anyway. So I don't get that. I mean, the one good thing that I did find out is that Everett was served divorce papers by Jada. This is my whole issue with Jada when she keeps getting up in Everett's face. Oh, you ghosted me. You left me. Uh, y'all divorced. What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? Anyway, it says I start watching with Everett acting like he doesn't remember. I don't get how Blake is acting. You think so Kimberly, you're on the assumption that he is just lying and that he's just being a scumbag. Yeah, that's the thing, Kimberly. I always sit there and say that Bold and the Beautiful is my favorite soap opera comedy. It's my favorite soap opera sitcom. So I have my expectations low for a reason. Mel says I have a theory that Robert Scott as Ben can return to put Sierra Clyde in check, but he is right now playing Alex. Hmm. I don't know if I Mel says I think he's trifling, but I don't know if he remembered or not. Yeah. Ron says, why is Everett agreeing to do these? Because he wants to sit there and find out. He wants to get to the bottom of it, Ron. That's why. Kyrie is the one and only. There was a highlight of Days of Our Lives I really enjoyed. Only one character. My favorite character is okay. Okay, that's cool. The real Cherie is in the chat. Was good. But here's my whole thing though. I was wondering how you were supposed to be acting per his storyline. Here's my whole thing. I think both can be true to some extent. I think that Everett could be a scumbag, and I think that Jada at this point needs to let it go. Right? You served in divorce papers. It's been years. You moved on. You dated around. Why are you up in this man's face? What do you have to prove? That's my whole thing. I think if Jada didn't act like such a goddamn Karen, I would have a little bit more sympathy towards her. And I honestly tell you, well, here's the thing. I will say this much. I'm glad that Kyrie's actually liked that scene. I am very glad that he liked that scene. Because I couldn't stand that shit. Oh, my lord. Ron says, Albert asked this question in the chat. With the Chief Baker on Friday, will he arrest Steffy for murder? Hmm. Damn good question. Damn good question, Ron. Kimberly says Jada's doing too much, but I like they haven't had her around since the hotel. Well, at least we can agree between that though. That's what I'm gonna say. Okay, yeah, I saw it. Yeah, because I saw it Saturday. I saw it. I really sat there and I was like, "What's her name? Esther Valentine." I was like, "Boo, if you don't take your ass back to your damn desk, what are you sitting there doing trying to confront these grown ass men talking about, oh, your dad and your mom and your dad wouldn't like that you two are bickering and stuff like that. It's business. Boo. Sit your ass down back in your damn desk." Oh my god, thank you, Kyrie. Kyrie says Wendy looked really pretty today too. No, I actually believe that. I I'm glad that you actually like she I don't think she's an ugly woman, so yeah, I think she looked pretty. Kimberly says Steffi stabbing her was nothing. I was so disappointed. The way she did it was just like, I'll do it. I, I, I'll do it. This woman is literally have killed people like there's no tomorrow, but yet she just kind of walks into the night. Like, what? Autumn says I can understand Steffi's side of things as well because Sheila has tormented her family for years. I mean, she shot Finn. I get that too. But again, this is one of those things where it's like you poke the bear. Sheree says, always excited seeing the homies in the chat. Miss you. Well, Sheree, we missed you too. Yeah, Black Mod. I did have to kind of pivot a little bit. Perry says, yes, I love the chemistry between Wendy and Trip. I hope they get married soon and have. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, listen, I'm glad you're happy for it. Kimberly said it was supposed to be dramatic, but it was horrible. It was. So where's Jerry Apprentice? Ron, no one remembers Jerry Apprentice. You're like the only person that remembers Jerry Apprentice. That's the problem, Ron. I mean, I don't really care if Eli Lonnie comes back. I know people like it, but no one remembers Jerry. Thank you, Blackman. Yes, make sure you do hit the like button because it really does help. I'm actually going to sit there and check the likes after this comment. So thank you, Blackman. I appreciate your support. Thank you so much. Julia says, in Jerry's defense, she only has been with Eric and Ray. She hasn't exactly been winning at life. Besides, Eric still owes her $20. Justin, what's good? How have you been, my friend? Due to the fact Blazers bank and not. Yeah, I like I said, I was not a fan of what you call it. Check those likes. Where are those likes? There we go. All right, so I cheated. Okay. Okay, cool. We got 15. That's what's up. Yes, we got 15 likes. We got 33 people in the chat. So if you're enjoying the stream, make sure you do hit the like button. It really does help. I mean, my whole thing is Darby. I'm just like, if he likes it, then I'm that's fine. Ida says, what do you expect if you break into someone's home? It takes all that just to get Steffi and Liam back together. Yes, Ida, we know. We See, how do you know? Justin said Christina should have asked Blaze for some. Yo, I can't. I already just can't stand her mom. Kimberly says Dave needs to start hiring actors that have chemistry with anybody because Wendy and Trip don't have chemistry with anyone besides Ava's stuff that has no drama. And again, let's everyone say what's up to Cherie, the real Cherie, the real Cherie, the one and only real Cherie. There's so many people saying that they're trying to fake her profile. Cherie says Blaze Ma was from One Like to Live, All My Children. I think it was from All My Children. Here's the thing, Darby. As long as he's happy, I'm cool with it. If Kyrie is happy, I'm cool with it. Lily said they had a great interview featuring the actor who played Jada, Stefan Everett on. Oh, nice. Man, what the hell was I doing yesterday? Kyrie says, "All right, that's as much as I can stomach." Yeah, I was like, I know this dude was Kyrie's was hell of trolling. My dude was hell of trolling, but like I said, he was happy. Also, Kyrie's is doing his live stream tonight at 10 o'clock, I believe. So he's gonna be spent there talking about the soaps, specifically the whole Sheila killing. I mean, Steffy killing Sheila. So definitely support my guy Kyrie's. Melissa Tripp actually had pretty good chemistry with Chanel, but you can't stick Chanel with everyone. I don't understand. So they've been in this beer can for like about 2 days or so, and now Wendy gets a panic attack out of nowhere. We gonna try to make sense out of that. Okay, I gotta sit there and eat. So I forgot my noodles. I got my noodles. What? Here we are. Comedy says I want days to last, but with this cast writing direct, they won't make it past another 2 years. Yeah, Lobby. Because I was rushing today, so I forgot my noodles, and I still had some food, so I was like, all right, fine. Yeah, it's a big ass plate, Lord B. Billy says the guy who plays Everett said he was directed to play the character like Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde. Oh, okay. Ron, that actually almost made you throw up seeing Wendy have a panic attack. Yeah, yeah, had to get out some actual. I mean, noodles is a real meal too. Darby, it's a real meal also. Billy says Wendy had a panic attack because she just heard the sound of her own voice for the first time and couldn't take it. That I can believe. That I can actually believe. Not tonight, cherry ice cream. Tonight. I don't know why I keep doing this. So messy. Emily said probably Everett said he doesn't remember Jada, so I'm going where he doesn't remember. Well, to be fair, Dolly, I'm not exactly fond of the sound of my own voice. Um, yeah, I think so. It honestly, tell you the truth, it came out of a can. I wanted ravioli, but they didn't have it, so I had to get whatever that is. I think it's linguine or something, or lasagna. You know, maybe if that guy that came to town, Xander, is able to prove that Thomas did kill Emma, then yeah, then I can see it. Then I can see it, Janet. Darby says a real meal on an honest to go to God plate. Yeah, some good stuff. I really wanted my noodles, but I totally forgot when I was sitting there rushing to do everything. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I hope he gets a speedy recovery. Yuan, what's good? What do you think of? What do you think of? Jesus Christ! What do you think of Steffy killing Sheila? Emily says the bowl is big on putting friendship chemistry testing. There's something wrong with his voice from what Ron said. Yeah, Ron, what was it? What's going on with Phoenix? You don't think she's dead, huh, Duan? Cat lady. Wait, what? Steffi killed Sheila, still is gone? Yeah. Let's everyone say what's up to cat lady. Darby says someone called Jess about this minor miracle. Yeah, every now and then I like sit there and eat some other stuff besides noodles. It's just noodles is the easiest and the cleanest to actually eat online. So, Emily, I think Sheila's dead until the ratings go down. That's what I think, Emily. I think Sheila's gonna be dead until the ratings go down. If the ratings starts to dip, they're gonna bring Sheila's ass right back. Billy says, "What's gonna happen to Sheila's babies? What about her quintuplets?" Oh hell yes! All right, now I'm actually gonna sit there and watch. Now I got some. Now I got something to look forward to. Thank you for letting me know, cat lady. Kimberly says the ratings are down. Well, I guess it was a bad time to sit there and take Sheila out then. Kimberly says, let it go. Sheila's too old for babies. Not Kimberly, not according to Ron. Not according to Ron. Ron says it's a soap opera and anything can happen in a soap opera. Ain't that right, Ron? Um, W says, I've been on this chat for nearly a year and this is the first time I've ever seen you eat food off a plate. Wow. Hmm. Yeah, that's true. That's true, because I did actually have Popeyes once, but that wasn't off of a plate. Oh, there was that time that I cooked. It didn't come out well, but I did cook it though. Exactly, Kimberly. It's my go-to food. It's my go-to food, Kimberly. Duane says they should have never dropped Quinn. Yeah. Uh, Big Nate was good. Um, Tracy Steves, happy Monday. How you doing? Ambassador Sam says her future live stream dinner delivery is on me. Thank you, Ambassador Sam. I appreciate you. Seriously, thank you. Oh, golly, I got some actual real food. I totally forgot about this. But yeah. Darby says I forgot who burnt that food. Oh no. That was Jess's fault. Darby, you know it was just even Jess know it was her fault. But yeah, you know that Darby. I know it. Jess knows. We talked about it, and she says, as I quote, "Poppy, you're right. I was to blame." And I said, "It's okay, Jess," and we moved past it. Emily says I saw a video yesterday saying soaps are dying because of the terrible writing. Yeah, I can believe that. I think it has a lot to do, not just the terrible writing, but I know, right? I was so happy when she said that, Darby. You can ask her yourself when she gets in the chat. Callie says, "Oh wow, we about to get a snowstorm." Yeah, Callie, I forgot to get my noodles tonight. So when I was boiling my water to make hot chocolate and stuff, I was like, "Oh wait, I got no noodles." So I cooked that up. That's why it took me like 10 extra minutes. Hmm. Yeah, no, Darby, Poppy. That's what she said. Ron says Upper Phoenix has an avatar because he's not well and he talks about relapsing and losing his voice again. Man. Well, I hope it gets better. Maybe says, do you have Jess on video call calling you Poppy? Yeah, but I erased it for her privacy. So Monique, what's good? I hope you're well. And Francis, Albert, first time doing the chat. Love your channel. I think Sheila's daughter is coming to town and she will go after Steffy. Oh, nice. Let's everyone welcome Francis and thank you. Thank you, Francis. Francis Dixon. Oh, I'm actually having some lasagna. I'm actually having some lasagna. Tracy. Debbie says that's freaking nice of you, Albert. Oh, of course. I mean, Darby, I am a gentleman. You know how much of a gentleman I am. When they said just came in to say, hey, celebrate my dad's 66th birthday. Don't think Sheila's dead. But tell your dad happy birthday. That is a milestone. Oh, on a plate, yes. Yeah, I got plates. I don't use them too often, but I have plate stuff. And when I actually cook Jess her first meal, it'll be on a fancy plate. Yes, happy birthday to Monique's dad. Oh, of course, Francis. That's how we do it in the chat. Every time we have somebody new come in, we give them a welcome. You know. So it's nice to actually have you here. Thank you again. Ron says, Albert, tell Kimberly that Sheila ain't too old for making babies. It's a TV show and anything is possible. Also, Tabitha had endured and she was much older. You got all that, Kimberly? Those are truest words from Ronnie Ron. She ain't too old and it's a TV show. Tracy says, Albert, are you saying you cook it that no, I didn't actually cook it, Tracy. I just it was out of a can. I just heated it up in the pot. I can't lie and take credit for that, Tracy, but it is good though. Ron says Sheila apparent death just doesn't make sense. Just didn't make me feel anything. I think it's the way it was done too. Kimberly says CBS soaps don't play by those rules. You hear that, Ron? You hear that? Basically, Smith is saying that Sheila's too goddamn old to be having some kids. Francis says, how do you think Jason is coming back to GH? I think it's going to be brainwashing. I think it's going to be brainwashing. It's either going to be brainwashing or they're threatening his family. They're probably threatening his family, and that's why he's going after Sonny because they're threatening his family. Yeah, I'm going to go with threatening the family. Francis, how do you think that Jason's coming back? Monique says Steffy is all big and bold, confronting Sheila, but all of a sudden wanna be paranoid in her own house. Yes, Monique. Steffy poked the bear, and now she gonna sit there and start playing victim afterwards. Oh, I mean, to be fair, she did actually come in her house. I can't. Listen, she still deserved. Well, I don't want to sit there and say she deserved that, but like, you poked the bear. Okay? You went in her place and you punched her in her face. And you was like, stay away from my kids. Hell, even when Deacon said that to Liam was like, oh, well, Sheila came by her kids. I'm like, her kids came to her restaurant. Liam didn't even have a defense against that. That's the problem. Liam didn't have a defense against that. Um, Ben didn't have a defense against that. Somebody says, I hope not another brainwashing story. I like your thoughts about threatening his family. Yes, yeah, because Francis, I think a lot of I think a lot of people don't want a brainwashing story. So I think that would make probably the most sense. Monique says Sheila was minding her business. Steffi should have told the nanny or babysitter don't go to the Olive Garden because the psychopath is there. Yeah, because it was just unnecessary. It's like you came to this chick's house dressed in all leather, like you about to sit there and go outside for a school fight. Like, what are you doing, boo? Banged on her door, barged on it, and then assaulted her. But now, like, I was like, yo, we're not doing that. Mom says, was Sheila even trying to kill Steffi today? I don't think that she actually pulled anything out. I don't think she actually pulled anything out. Ron says, Albert, why is Stefan mad when he heard that Harris is awake? Because he knows that if he doesn't kill Harris, then Gabby's gonna wind up getting another broken leg, or a toe, or a paper cut, or something else. That's why. That's the truth. That's the truth. Um, but I mean, it'd be cool. It'd be cool for Kimberly to take a break. You know, I can't imagine that they're doing all that stuff. Is like, you know, she deserves a break. She's been working hard. All right, she deserves a break. So I'm yes. Um. So Francis, you watched Bold and Beautiful and Young and Rust. I mean, the Bold and Beautiful and General Hospital. Do you watch any other shows? Like, do you watch Days of Our Lives or The Young and the Restless? Ron says, I was so if Stephanie decides to still forgive Everett, how will everyone, especially your father, would feel? Probably disappointed. Jada will sit there and continue acting like a damn Karen. Tracy says it looks good. Oh, you mean the food? A school? I'm just like she came. Listen, Tracy, when she came in with that brown leather jacket, I'm like, you knew that she meant business. You knew, girl, Steffi. She meant business. Ron says, but I don't even get why everyone acts like Steffi was supposed to forgive Sheila. No one snipped it. Who's everyone? What did everyone seem to saying that she was supposed to give her? The redemption Sheila was looking for takes years to achieve. Yeah, but no one here was expecting her to forgive Sheila, but they weren't expecting her to just barge on her house and assault her either. That's going to be interesting, Cat Lady. Wu is sitting. Francis says Days of Our Lives and Young Restless, but it has been boring lately. Okay. So yeah, you watch all four of the subs. Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up, Francis, because I cover all four of the soaps. I talk about all four of them. Blackmon says, does Kimberly Brown deserve an Emmy nomination for her work as Sheila Carter? Oh, does she deserve? Hmm, very good question. Like I said, I saw The Young and the Restless, well, Saturday, and I was like, Esther, if you don't get your ass back to your damn desk, the hell are you doing over here? And the thing is, here's the thing: it's not even what Esther said was wrong. It was just like, boo, you. That's like me walking up in a meeting with my manager, my managers, and be like, hey, listen, you two shouldn't be arguing, okay? Your parents will be very disappointed in you. What are you doing? And Chance wasn't happy that Billy shot down his idea for a music festival because apparently, this is the second time they decided to bring up a music festival. Ron says Albert Phoenix says that Days of Our Lives is his favorite soap, and he admits it's not been good, and he can't wait for May when regular writers start. Yeah, it's been pretty shitty. Yeah, I'm not even. Duan, I would love to sit. I mean, and you know what, Ron, I would love to sit there and praise it again. Ron says they should have finished Sheila on Y&R because Lauren still thinks she's dead. Yeah, see. that I can well that I can sit there and say do on. Um, I don't understand why they never cleared that up. Taylor says yes. Esther is always popping out. They don't care, lady. They really sat there and just looked at her, and I'm just like, yo, listen, if these were like real bosses, they would have been like, Esther, don't you got some calls to take? Don't you got like lunch orders to sit there and put in? So what the hell are you doing over here? Look, I wasn't trying to eavesdrop or anything like that, but the door's open, so what? Let's sit your ass down somewhere. Like, what are you doing here? See, the thing is, I get that some people may like Esther because she has a quirky sense of humor or whatever. But I'm just like, boo, if this was like a real job, your ass would have been fired. Like, yo, listen, lunch lady, go take my damn order or get the hell out of my damn building at this point. Cat lady, let Esther do that at Newman Enterprises with Victor. Let her do that ish with Victor. Queen Jess is in the chat. Lady J. It's actually pretty crazy, Jess. We were just talking about you with Darby. I was just talking about you with Darby. Let me have a little bit more on my. That's right, Jess. Absolutely not, Jess. You know I would never do that. Exactly, cat lady. Her ass would have been showed the goddamn door. Francis says, "What's your thought on being inspired? Nicole character storyline big right now." Um, it's weird. Um, Francis, because I do kind of look at it and I'm like, she is suing for SH because of that sleazeball Alar. But I'm just like, it was good, Jess. It was good. But I don't know. I don't know. Francis, I'm like, her contract did expire. So it's like, what is it that she's fighting for? She said she got fired unfairly, but I'm like, oh, that's not negotiations work. So I'm like, what is it that's like really going on? DC, the one and only. Yeah, that's true, Jess. But she played the game of F around and found out. Which, by the way, Jess, if you saw it, that was such a goofy ass scene. Steffy with the knife, be like, "Don't do it. Don't come any closer. I'll kill you." And then Sheila just walking up like, hmm. That's right, Darby. We're just like I said, me and you were just talking about Jess. So Darby, you know what? You can ask Jess since she said you can ask Jess. Jess will back me up. Duan says I kept wondering if Sheila is dead, but apparently the actress confirmed it. Yep, that's right, Darby. Jess will back me up on that one. Yeah, Jess, it was just goofy. It was, but Honestly, tell you the truth, Jess, that's exactly the level that I expect. Yeah, they confirm. Well, Jess, they never. Some characters never really die. You know, never really die. DC, how are you doing today? How are you doing today? And Jess, I forgot my noodles. I forgot my noodles. I was rushing to get back, so when I'm making this instead. DC, what you thought about Esther? What is that? Oh, it's something Italian. That's right. Yeah, just back me up on that one. That's right, Jess. That's the part where you back me up on that story. Don't make me look like a liar in these streets. Oh, I almost feel bad because I'm like, I know that DC didn't watch Bold and the Beautiful, and already I spoiled it for him again. Francis says, "Who knows? Maybe Sheila has a twin out there somewhere, and Kimberly can come back that way." Yeah, that theory has been tossed around a couple of times. See, she's laughing because she she just confirmed it, Darby. So there you go. DC says, honestly, for one, agree with Devon when it comes to Billy because Devon has devoted his time to Chancellor Winters. Billy hasn't. Yeah, he comes and he goes and he comes and he goes and he does a podcast and then he goes to work for Jack and like, see, old school, exactly. Just old school fans will know that. Old school fans will know that. That's the thing, Jazz. Ron says, so Albert, I just might have to watch Dollar Bill and Poppy. Ron, how do you feel about Sheila dying though? That's what I want to ask you, Ron. Okay, I rushed home. I did all this because I needed to know how do you feel about Sheila Carter dying, Ron? You haven't told me your feelings. Don't keep me in suspense, goddammit. Okay, I'm done. Duan says she did have a sister on Y&R. Hmm. No, Ron, how do you feel about that? Isha says, funny thing is, Chancellor Winters is more Tucker's legacy than Billy or Joe. DC, how do you feel about what Esther? How do you feel about Esther barging in and saying what she said to Billy and Devon? How do you feel about that scene? That's what I want to know. How do you feel about that? Eagle Fang. What's up, Bob? I don't mind the LGBT aspect of social, but can't they stop writing Blaze like a confused teenager and just tell her mom she's gay? It's 2024. Well, to be fair, it's not as easy as it sounds. That's the thing, Eagle Fang. It's like, yeah, it's not 2024, but to be honest, if I walked around some parts of the world, let's say my lady was Caucasian, I'm still gonna get dirty looks. So DC says Esther to me is the Lucy called Y&R. I can't take her seriously. Mel says, Albert, it's so clear that Marlene is going to do a hit. But that would make sense. No, I get it, Eagle fan. It just, I mean, Debbie says, the hell was Sheila getting stabbed? The real question is, Abu was using. uh, DC said, yeah, a black man dating a white woman, you would swear you killed someone. I've, to be fair, I've gotten those looks before. I gotten looks by people before. Debbie says, the hell was Sheila getting stabbed? The real news said was Abu was using the damn plate for once. I use plates. I just don't use them that often. Oh no, no, trust me, Eagle Fang. It's one of those things where it's like I see what you're saying, but also I'm not LGBT, so I couldn't begin to understand what that's like. But like I said, as a black man, if I was to sit there and date a white woman, I may still have those looks. Dave, what's good? Gemini, how you doing tonight? DC says, "I'm a black man date white women is more controversial than anything else. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, but it's Monday night, so let's keep it on." Good answer, my friend. Good answer. Darby says most of them have the first name. You know, you're actually right, Darby. I did actually use a lot of. You right, I did. I did used to use a lot of plastic. You're right. Eagle fan says I feel Sonny's love Nina, but Sonny can't focus on a relationship. He has to focus on who is trying to get him. Oh, it's just soap. He can do both. But I get what you're saying, though. Mel says Esther was just making a point that, I mean, I get it. I do, Mel. And that's the thing. I'm not just saying that she was wrong. I'm just saying you don't barge in your manager's office and start practically telling them what they should be doing. That's my whole thing. I'm just like, what are you doing, boo? Yeah, Ron. We saw her. I think we saw her Saturday, so she's good. Queen Nikisha's doing good. Gemini says, what did Nina really expect Ava to do? You screwed up your marriage, so you fix it. That's true. DC says, it's Monday night, Jess. I'm keeping it mild. Yeah, that's a. I was gonna sit there and say that's a Saturday conversation, like a Saturday or a Sunday conversation. Francis says, I like Billy, but he needs to grow up and make definite decisions. If it's Chancellor Winters or Jabot, keep going back and forth. Maybe just leave both and start your own company. That's fair. That is fair, Francis. But yes, no, I get what no, I get what she was saying. I was just like, bro, you take your ass back to your damn desk. Eagle fan says I give the Reddit tons of crap, but once they did right with Curtis Redemption Tour. Not perfect, but all his bad from 2 years ago went to Drew's character. Look forward to show with him. DC said, yeah, it's Bostic in the Project Shareholders Convention on Conversation, aka a Saturday conversation. Yeah. Yep. I concur, DC. Just as why did Blaze get a hotel if she didn't know her mom was coming? I'm so confused. I think she might actually just been living in that hotel for a while. That's what I'm guessing. Ron says Albert Rafe needs to put Stefan in the cell close to Clyde to teach him a lesson for being a dick. That is an awesome answer, Ron. Ron, never stop being you. Never stop being you, Ron. Darby says, I just hope Sonny doesn't try to talk down to Nina about what she's doing now. He's divorcing her. If Sonny does, Nina tells Sonny to kick rocks. Yes. Rather wanted him as a mentor. I think it's interesting now. It's like they're both outsiders, so I can see that in a sense. They're family, but they're outsiders. Valerie, just how do you feel about Blaze and Christina? I mean, I wasn't a fan of the whole lovemaking scene because she is pregnant. Um, Other than that, they're cool together. You know, they're cool together. Roby says not Confederate. DC says in Kanye West voice, I'm gonna let y'all finish, but Bianca and Maggie were the great lesbian couples. Well, yeah. Well, I don't know who they are, so I'll just take your word for that. Just says she ready to ruin her relationship with her mom over Christine was not even worth it. Well, goddamn, why? Why would you say that? Why would you say that, Jess? I'm very curious. It was good, Devlin. How you doing, Amber? Amber says, "What, Abby? You didn't have an issue with Nick and Sally when she was?" No, I totally did. I didn't sit there and say it, but I thought it was weird that you sat there banging, somebody's chick that's pregnant. I thought that was just weird too. I didn't sit there and say I didn't have an issue. I just didn't point it out. Even Vince's look up and you understand. Oh, okay. Just says Kimberly Christina is a mess and also pregnant. Like, mm. Yeah, just, but I mean, let's be honest. Blaine's mom is not exactly a prize. She's not. Ron says Alex Bloom doesn't have his spoilers for the show either. Oh, okay, I mean, I have an idea who he is. I don't really watch him that much though. And how you doing tonight, Amber? DC said, yeah, Albert doesn't know Bianca and Maggie because he didn't watch With My Children. He also didn't watch One Like to Live. You keep saying that, DC. We are you want to bring up the Marshall thing again? On DC, you want to bring up the Marshall thing? You want to keep that in the members? You want to keep that in the members chat? Which how do you want to play this, DC? Since we're gonna play games tonight, how you want to play this, DC? Ron says, oh yeah, I don't. I only watch Phoenix every now and then, but I don't really watch his channel too much. That's the thing, Ron. When you do your own channel, you don't always have time for like other people's channels. Damn, Eagle Fang says it's always strange when the mom is hotter than their daughters. Lorby says, ain't that something on Lorby? DC says Marshall was looking fine last week. I stand on business. You can't expose me. I just expose myself. I mean, listen, DC is cool. You got a whole grandpa fetish going on. I don't kink shame. I do not kink shame. No, no, Lorby, listen, it is okay. There's nothing wrong with you know, a grandpa fetish. That's cool. Darby says, but Albert, you always say that Jess almost burned down your apartment. I mean, it's true. And she knows it's true. That's why she agreed with me. And she called me Poppy too, I was just like, wow, damn. DC said, look at him gaslighting me. Who said Marshall was even a grandpa? Maybe Trina is still Tagger for all we know. Jess, I'm just stating facts. Stating facts, Jess. Blackmon, we're not going to sit there and kink shame this man. Okay, Blackmon, we're going to give this man the love and understanding and just let him do him. They said, if you want my opinion, I think that their relationship isn't all that bad. I mean, to tell you the truth, we don't get much of those. Yeah, that's true. I'm with it. I'm with it, Dave. Lobby says I don't kink shame Albert. I just don't want DC to expose himself. Lobby, he's saying it loud and proud. Okay, and I'm here for it. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, we all got our little kinks and trinkets and whips and chains and I'm just gonna stop now. Daphne says, can we please talk about Sunny and Crazy Nina scene today? How awkward Ava felt. You know, honestly, tell you, it was good, Jonathan. I don't think that Sunny's worth it. You know, like I said, Jess, I don't think that Sunny's worth it. Was good, Jonathan. DC says I was just deflecting for him being the reason we like to live got canceled, pretending. Gemini says Albert liked that poppy. Hey, listen, I told her about it. She just happened to say it, and I'm like, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it, Gemini. I said thank you. I was just deflecting. DC, like I said, One Like to Live was my first soap opera that I watched for 2 years. That's right, cat lady. Start right there, cat lady. Tease me with a good time. I'm just saying. Looked like she wanted to jump out of her skin. And, you know, choking for some people that like that and don't mind risking catching a case, you know? Like, what else am I doing for that? It isn't really that much. That's what kind of sad about that. Again, my whole thing is like if somebody slams a door in your face, that's pretty much a wrap right there. But I blame you for. I'm sorry. What? Ron says, Albert, I didn't know you're the reason Will Like to Live got canceled, but I blame you for Passion being canceled. What the? Can we all just sit there and take a moment to appreciate this sentence? Can we just do that? Can we just all take a moment to appreciate this? And Cat Lady just has a bunch of cat emojis. So apparently I'm the reason that Passion got canceled. Well, thank you, Ron. I'm gonna sleep a lot easier knowing that I was the reason that Passion got canceled. Johnson said, "Could Sheila really be dead?" Yeah, they confirmed it. They confirmed it, Jonathan. DC said, "You got Passion's canceled too, Albert. My God, Have you no shame? I know, and Jess is pulling out her diva energy, so let me she actually said that shit with an exclamation point. Darby says Abby knows all the terms of all the kinks of the. Well, I used to be a part of that world, Darby. Just as Sunny and Spinelli spent too much time talking, and we didn't even know what he want. She actually does have a point. Jess actually does have a point. I didn't even know what he actually came there for. Not to mention that she actually. Hold on. Jess says, "Read my comment." I mean, she must have just said, "Read my comment, bitch." She could have just said that at that point as well. Diva-like energy. I swear, when Jess pulls out the when she pulls the Diane Jenkins card, you know it's serious. By the way, she actually did make a really good point. Just said, "Nah, you dragged it." Look, listen, whips, chains, whipped cream. I don't kink shame. Blackmo says, "Thank you, Albert, for us not hearing the theme song for Passion." You people know that, but yes. Johnson says, "Do you think Sheila will stand by Steffy or will he resent her for killing his bio mom?" I think he's going to be torn, but it's going to be resentment, though. It's going to definitely be resentment. And it's going to be one of them. All this talk about Jason and Morgan, and it's going to be one of them. Hmm. Ron says, "Albert, the reason for me blaming you for Passion being canceled because you petitioned for Tabitha having her baby endure. You were mad." What? What are you talking about? Because you petitioned for Tabitha having her baby endure, and you were mad. Well, Ron, I'm speechless. Dave says, "I didn't see the part with Spinelli and Sonny. What did Sonny wanted from Spinelli to do?" They didn't say. They didn't say. Catley says, "How do we know Sheila's dead?" It's a good question. God damn. Okay. Are you serious right now? Really? Mr. Bear was good. For some odd reason, it wouldn't let me highlight the goddamn comment. Duane says, "Was passions like charm?" Yeah, except for more low budget, if you can actually believe that. Duane. DC says, "In fact, I believe Abba is the reason as to World Tour got canceled since then One Life to Live, Passions aired or air at 2 p.m. It makes sense now." No, I'm not kidding, Dave. Daphne says, "Albert, does the guys still be on here that were?" Yes. Yes, Dablin, Nathaniel. Every now and then he still pops up. He still pops up. Mr. Lollipop Man, Mr. Inconvenience. Mills says, "Albert, I knew that when Harris woke up from his coma that he was not going to remember who shot him, but he glanced at Ava in the window." It's very receptive female. I mean, honestly, tell you the truth, I'm not surprised. But what's good, Mr. Bear? It's good to see you. Wow. So Ron blamed. I gotta sit there and start doing it with such a smile on my face. But Ron actually sat there and blamed me for Passions getting canceled. See, DC, look what you did. Look what you started. Look what kind of mess you started, DC. I hope your ass is still in the chat so you can sit there and clean that up. Kelly says out of 9 lives, Sheila had like 4 left. And Jess says Sheila looked dead as F. It's just the way that they did it was just so goofy. It was so goofy. She was like, "Don't come any closer. I'll kill you. I'll kill you." And then she just walks up. You want to say Jason's going to sleep with Ava when he gets back? Okay. All right, bro. I mean, yeah, Mr. Bear. I mean, I never watched it, but apparently Ron is blaming me for it being canceled. DC says when I started was the truth, being exposed after you got Passions canceled as well, and you should be ashamed. You know, DC, this all started because you just couldn't sit there and admit that you have a grandpa fetish. Which, if you just would have just said that, we just would have moved on. But I had to sit there and drag it out of you. So this is your fault. Just said like, what was her plan? She just walked up on you. It was so dumb. It was so dumb. No, yeah, that happened. Yeah, yeah. Every now and then he still, yes, that happened. Every now and then, Nathaniel still pops up. We talk and everything like that. So he's cool, people. And what's good, Lisa? Should be in the long term coma. Okay. Hope you had a good day, Lisa. Lisa says if you would admit Marshall looks good in red, we will be okay. Albert tried to shame me, but it backfired on him. I mean, you could just simply said that you had a what you call it a grandpa fetish, and that would have been so much more easier. But okay, that's cool. Mecob was good. Mr. Bear says it better not be a dream. No, Mr. Bear, it is not a dream. It is not a dream. It is not a test. It is real, my friend. John says my friend always tries to get me to watch Passions. Um, you know what? I never actually watched this, so I can't say. Ron says yes. Albert is the downfall of Pat. Ron says yes. Albert is the downfall of Passion because he was jealous of Tabitha and her baby Endure because she's old. I was hold on, Ron. I was I was jealous. That's y'all reading this right? I was jealous. I was. It's so hard to keep a straight face when I'm reading that. DC says the Marshall has not been established as a grandfather. So therefore, if you're saying I have a fetish for a man who wears red suits, well, then yes, I have a fetish for that. DC, he's old enough to be your grandpa. The hell are you talking about? He's old enough to be your grandpa. Davlin says, my opinion, Carly is a ride or die woman. I like how she handled that. Hmm. Mel says, Albert is so pathetic that Audrey is so insecure and jealous of Ashley every time. I mean, kind of, yeah, because let's be honest, she does look way better than Ashley. Duane says, I never watched Passions. I was watching as the world turns. DC says, maybe my grandpa is 100 years old. Is Marshall 100? If not, then he's not old enough. Okay. So we just, you know what, DC, if you wanna live in denial, that's fine. I'm not here to pull the truth out of you. You're gonna have to come to terms with that yourself, my guy. Ron says, I wish Danny Bear was here in the chat. She would have agreed that Albert got Passions canceled. You're right, Ron. I got Passions canceled. I was um I was so jealous of Tabitha having her baby that I got it canceled. See, DC, what kind of shit you started? This is your fault, DC. This is all your goddamn fault. Look what you did, DC. You gotta clean up your mess, DC. Mr. Bear says, how's Steffy's gonna be scared of Sheila going all of a sudden. Evan says my pick Carly is a real woman. I really like how she handled the fat man today. DC says if my fetish is a man who loves his family, a man who looks good in red, a man who looks like he could sing the blues, and yes, I have a fetish for that, Mr. Bostic. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you have a fetish for a guy that can be a grandfather. Yeah, I mean that's cool. Just say that. Thank you, Kelly. Yes, make sure you do hit that like button because it really does actually help. Look tired. Huh. Well, to be fair, I did have a long day, Mikab, so Lisa says if I was Audrey, I would not have preferred to Ashley, but I see why she wanted to protect her relationship. She's putting Ashley on notice. Yeah. I mean, let's be honest. There's Audra and then there's Ashley. So, yeah. Well, Duan, I think the important thing that you need to understand is that I was the reason, according to Ron, I was the reason that Passion got canceled because um because of DC. Darby says, how are you doing, my friend? Is there anything I can do for you in your time of grief? Talking to me or somebody? Oh, you must be Ron. Johnson says, could Zombie Sheila be on the horizon? Maybe like in a dream sequence. DC says, y'all just mad because you ain't got the moves like Marshall. The man has been hitting the gym. All right, well that's. I'm sending Ron and offer letter to join my legal team. Exactly. See, like I said, DC, see what you started? See what kind of shit you started? Mr. Bear said, did we have the internet before Passion was canceled? Was Opera sending hate mail? Well, apparently, Mr. Bear, I was very jealous of some character on the show, and well, my jealousy just couldn't take it anymore. I got that show canceled. Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I heard. They had like dolls, cat lady. Yeah, right. It does seem like something I would do, Ryan, to get a show canceled. I'm a very mean and cold-hearted person, so yes, that actually tracks now. DC says, and Albert was also busy not watching Like to Live, even though it was supposedly the first soap he watched and the first soap he left. No, that actually is about right. That's actually about right. Kelly says, "Hi, Daddy didn't lose the belly, Albert." You know what, Kelly? Maybe he likes bellies. Maybe DC likes bellies. I ain't gonna knock it. I ain't gonna knock it. I know that's a thing. What DC does during his off times with like whips and chains and piercings and all that other stuff. That is DC's time. Mr. Bear says you got Generations canceled too. I don't know, Mr. Bear. What do you think? You think I would be that mean and cold hearted to do something like that? Because if we say yes, then the answer is yes. Then the answer is most definitely yes. DC says I don't mind if Marsha got some whips and chains for me too. LOL. I'm just kidding on that one. No, he's not. Chat. DC is not kidding. He's being dead ass serious. What's the safety word? What's what, what's the safety word? DC? You want to give us some hints? Oh, okay. Oh, he ain't. No, he ain't. He lying. DC's lying. What's your safety word? Johnson says next week is the epic return. Oh my goodness. DC said the safety word is schizophrenia. Well, goddamn, DC. God damn. Y'all read that, right? Unless. Okay, he is kidding about that one, DC. DC is kidding about that. What's the safety word though? No, the hell with that. I want to know what his safety word is. Ron says released at the fan event. Albert, your woman Cynthia Wachos didn't get slapped. Thank you. My woman. Alyssa says I was expecting for Sheila to stab. Yes, I was too. Kelly says, "Oh, Albert, you talking about my stuff?" Once again, Kelly's not there and tease me the goddamn good time. I will go out there. Just says Albert, stop about that damn safety word. But, I just want to know. I just want to know. But the queen just didn't tell me to stop. So, all right, Jess. Goddamn party pooper. Duan says, what was Sheila trying to accomplish? I wonder what the hell the writers was trying to accomplish because it was some terrible ass writing. Oh yeah, I forgot about the wooden spoon. That's the wooden spoon that's allegedly named Jess. Allegedly. And I'm gonna sit there and keep saying that shit. Alyssa Steffi poked the bear and she was going to find out. I like her, but I wanted her to find out. She shouldn't have started with Sheila. Yes, it made Steffi look like a victim. Oh, that's hot. Yeah, that's hot. Um, the one said, "Did Steffi poke the bear or did Sheila?" No, see, that's exactly why I can't exactly. Let's F around and find out. See, Dewan, it's when you say things like that that I'm just like, Broham, Broham. Exactly, Lord B. Steffi poked the damn bear. Even Dewan. Okay, cat lady. Um, I'm just gonna stop. Just gonna stop. Ron says, Albert, I wanted. Ron says, Albert, I wanted the kidnapper of Trip and Wendy to speak Chinese just to see if Wendy would understand what she was saying. Well, yeah, Ron, she talked Chinese to her mom on the phone. You don't remember that episode? She was talking to her mom in that language. And why would the kidnapper? Never mind. Davlin says, Albert, what's your thoughts on Crazy Nina and Sunny talking today? And Ava talking to Crazy Nina. I think Sunny's kind of a dick, to be honest. And I think Nina's coming across as very desperate. I'm like, Nina, take you out. Because to be honest, Sunny ain't worth it. Sunny is not worth it. That's the truth of the matter. I like Sunny, but that dude is not worth it. Lisa says, in this case, Steffy was not a victim. She went after Sheila. She might face murder charges. She said she wanted Sheila dead in front of. Yes. Now, Alyssa, I understand how Steffi feels about Sheila, but she was wrong for coming at Sheila first. That's what Steffi gets for poking a bear. Screw Goldilocks. She messed with the wrong bear. I love that thinking, Alyssa. Johnson says, what do you think of the scene with Christina Blaze and her mom? Jonathan, I can't stand her mom. I'm just going to be honest. I cannot stand her mom. I felt bad for Christine because, she shouldn't have to hide who she is. Her mom was, oof. Mr. Bear said, I thought Steffi offered her mom at first. Of, of course. Of course, Jonathan. Listen, that whole ploy was to sit there and get those two together. Kelly says, Sonny was like, well, you have the floor, so. And I'm not gonna lie, he sounded so much like a pompous ass. Like Ron says, Albert, I don't remember her speaking to her mom, but I missed that episode. Sorry, I thought she would have. Yeah, no. She speaks it. She speaks it, Ron. Kelly says, Sonny don't have time for Nina right now. He has to find his leak. I mean, here's the thing. I get that, but you can sit there and talk to a woman like she has some class. Like, damn. Yeah, that's one word to put. That's one way to put it, cat lady. Dawn says people overlooked that Sheila was around Kelly when Steffy told her to stay away. Yeah, Kelly came to Sheila's job. Why? Okay, Dawn, why are you overlooking that? Why are you overlooking that factor? Did I think it was smart for Sheila to walk up to Kelly? No. But the kids literally, here's the thing. She came over there because, Kelly took a picture and in the background was Sheila. So of course Sheila's gonna be there because she's working. So why are you overlooking that part, Duan? That's she was she was brought up there. Okay, but that wasn't Sheila's fault though. Duan, that wasn't Sheila's fault. Like Laura B said, you came to her job. Darby says you are 3 for 3 on your hatred for Miles Albert. First Paulina, second was Lee, and now is Blaze. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Thank you, Darby. I'm not even joking about that. I'm being dead ass serious. Listen, we know what Sheila is capable of, but Steffy was wrong for coming to her house first. Exactly, Alyssa. Yeah, Dewan, what do you think of that? That's about a nanny. And like you said, Dewan, she was brung up there. There you go. That comment's for you, Dewan. Just a sec, I see Steffi being shunned by Finn and then going to Liam. House turning. Yes. Like I said, I feel like that was part of the plan. I do. Now, as fun as this actually has been, I as fun as this actually been, I do got to sit there and end the stream right here because I do got to wake up early tomorrow. I got hell day tomorrow, and I hate that day. But what are you gonna do, right? Juan says she could have easily left, and Sheila. Well, why the hell would she leave her job? What? Duan, we gonna talk more about this tomorrow. We gonna talk more about this tomorrow, Duan. Yes, have a good night, Jonathan. Have a good night, Ambassador Sam. Have a good night, Cherry Ice Cream. Have a good night, Laura B. Have a good night, Queen Jess. Have a good night, gorgeous Queen Janet. Have a good night, Laura B. Have a good night, Cherry Ice Cream. Yes, of course, Ron. Have a good night, Ron. Join us next time for another edition of Soul Chat with Bostic. Thank you, my friend. It's always a pleasure to see you. Have a good night, Alyssa. Have a good night, Duan. And yes, make sure you hit that like button on the way out. Thank you, Jonathan. Have a good night, Duan. Have a good night, Darby. And again, have a good night, Queen Jess. Have a good night, Cat Lady. Have a good night, Queen Mel. Have a good night, Duan. Have a good night, Dolly. Have a good night, Francis. Have a good night, Lisa. And uh, if I forgot you, you know who you are. But have a good night. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next live stream. Yes, that's right. My heart queen Melly Mel says, "Have a good night, everyone," and I will see you in the next live stream. Oh, have a good night, Lisa. Laters.